It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Check. Okay, I think she can. All right, I bet they can hear me now. My engineer came and he was working on the system. So, mother, you should be able to hear me now. So the most important thing, you'll be able to hear my guest. So don't worry about the monologue. You'll get to hear my guest now. I'm pretty sure that you can hear me. So, by the way, my guest came on the scene in 1996. Never too much for you. Remember that? Especially for you. That was like a wedding anthem. Some of you all watching me right now, you got married to that song. Some of y'all, after the wedding, probably played that song. Who knows? Y'all made some babies on that song. You never know. So he's got a brand new single and a brand new video that you're going to see in a few minutes called Take a Dose. Oh my God. Wait till you see this. He's got a beautiful new queen and soon a brand new baby. I am so excited. This brother's got a lot going on. So let me shut up and bring him on camera. None other than the one and only Kenny Lattimore. What's happening, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Let's go to show you how big a fan my mother is. Because she watches every episode. And so my queen came downstairs. I knew it was something because she never walks into the studio when I'm on camera. And I could hear my mother like screaming on the phone, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. So my engineer, he came by the studio yesterday and we downloaded and installed some new software and everything, upgrading and everything. And so apparently there was one button, I guess he forgot to click back on. But the most important thing is that they get to not just see, but hear you. So I want to congratulate you. Man, 1996, so that's been a minute, bro. Man, 26 years in the business. Black don't crack because you're not aging. You probably put some gray dye to make that beard look gray.
Well, I own this maturity now.
Yeah, hey, there you go, man. So let's talk about this new song and the new video. Now let me just say this off the top. Man, when I first got to see the video, I was like, oh my God. So for all the fellas especially, but I guess ladies too, because I hear y'all taking some of these same pills. When you see this video, you don't need a red or blue or yellow, gold, whatever color pill that is. If you have any issues with performing enhancement, when you put on this video to the new single, Take a Dose, the video is a dose. You won't need no pill, no gin to make you sin, nothing. And when you see it and hear, because it is vintage baby making. As a matter of fact, for the sisters, for the ones that get pregnant easy, I'm just warning you, you might, because just when you press play, you might get pregnant. I'm just saying. Kenny, I absolutely love it, man. And it just really, it's a timeless sound, but the beautiful thing, because I know Diddy was tripping, talking about R&B's dead. And I talked to him. I said, Diddy, I got it. You got a new album coming out. As a matter of fact, you just released a nice R&B song with Bryson Tiller. Got to move on. So I get the PR part. I ain't mad at you, Diddy. Do your thing. Just go ahead. One Ciroc shot too many, maybe, when you made that statement. Because Usher was like, that's blasphemous. R&B was never dead. Because as a matter of fact, the man is on camera is proof that R&B ain't never died and ain't never gonna go nowhere because he been here the whole time. And as you see, the brother hadn't aged. So, man, tell us about Take a Dose. I'm sure there's a story behind it, and tell us all about the song and the video, because I can't wait for my viewers to see the video, which they'll get to see after we have our conversation. It is
cool. I appreciate it. Well, I'll give you the technical stuff first. The song was written by a guy, Madison Dracar Wesley, who Dracar Wesley, well, we call him Madison, so it's not like that Dracar is his middle name, but it would be Dracar. We call him Madison Wesley. He's a great producer out of Houston, Texas. He took this whole Here to Stay project on as his own. This was a way for me to actually promote him and his music and his leadership as a producer. And what happened is this Take a Dose song came up from a really sexy track I heard from Lee Major. Lee Major's out of Virginia. And he worked with a couple of other guys. I think it's Kaz and Kind are his proteges. They put together this track, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then Madison puts his pen to it. It becomes this amazing song, Take a Dose. And the video, the concept came from a guy named Chico Beneman. Now, Chico Beneman is a guy who is an actor that you've seen in many of our Black movies, but he was one of the stars of, goodness, what is this song called? The show. Oh, gosh, I cannot think of his television show, but he had a show for many years on. Okay. So look up Chico Beneman and you'll know who he is. He's Spencer on, goodness, whatever the name of his show. I don't know why it just, sometimes they're brain farts. Okay. But anyway, what was so great was when I got the concept of the video, it was so powerful because it was like love healing and transforming these women, and the things that were not good for them were escaping them, and particularly the lead character, whether it was fear or anxiety or whatever. Every time she got a dose of Kenny or a dose of really the love song, the impurities would escape her body, and you can see them escape. I said, wow, that's really, really super powerful. So we went in to try to just make sure that came together, because the magic of video is not always easy. Sometimes a concept comes in and executing it is really difficult. And that was a tough one to execute. But little special effects here and there, whenever I walk by, like the women can't see me really, but I'm floating through. And when I touch or almost touch the side of one of the women or what have you, they light up, the areas light up. It's like this positive, amazing energy in the atmosphere that I represent. And so it was fun. It was fun. I wasn't trying to be, I'm Kenny Lattimore and I'm trying to be sexy in the video or do something typical. It was really more that I was almost like a spirit going through the room. So it's very interesting. But the song is sexy. So we had
well, look, because the women, so Kenny, I got a live chat that when I'm on camera. So the women already talking about you sexy. So
oh man, thank you.
So that's where I told. Even my own mother was gonna make sure that, hey, you better get whatever. I can't hear you, so you need to get that fixed before you bring Kenny Lattimore.
I love it.
So I'm sure you got an album coming out. This is one of the singles. Is it out now? Are you about to drop it? Give us some details on that.
The album actually is out. It came out in December.
Okay.
And it proceeded with two other singles. One is called Pressure, where the focus was me in that video, and another song called Lose You. This Take a Dose is our first song back at radio. We didn't do Pressure or Lose You at the radio formats and promote it across the board like we're doing Take a Dose. So it was really an interesting way to test my streaming, because when I think of my audience, I don't really think of them as streamers necessarily. I think maybe half are streamers. Mm-hmm. And then there's some that are still traditional radio listeners. So when we put the first two songs out, I was like, okay, I think I'm going to get a younger demographic, which is exactly what happened. The younger adults started coming, and they liked my song Pressure and Lose You. Those songs were totally for them. A lot more contemporary than some of the traditional R&B that I'm known for in the past. So what ends up happening is when Take a Dose comes, although Take a Dose is contemporary still, it's pretty hip, I just thought it deserved to be at radio. And I said, hey, if my fans are 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, I think they can still, if I have some fans in that range, they can still like this song. I think it's a pretty cool song. And we know that the young adults are going to come, but let's give it to the people that just would, wake up in the morning and they're listening to different other formats. So that's the whole thing that we have to do in this music industry in general, is figure out the best ways that our consumers are taking in music. How are people consuming the music?
I think you answered the question I was going to ask you, because we were talking about how, you really came on the scene in 1996 with Never Too Busy, and For You. Yeah. So we're almost 3 decades what like what's your key to your longevity? What's like that secret sauce? Because a lot of people, listen,
I know a lot of people
like everything else, music, everything else changes, but you listen, and the beautiful thing about because to me, songs like Never Too Busy and For You, for me, and I'm sure many of your fans, and you may have had this in mind, are timeless. Like if you drop Never Too Busy or For You, like today, like if you hadn't released it in '96, it would sound just as fly and sexy, and For You would still be an anthem. I'm sure it still is an anthem in 2022 like it was in 1996. So is that intentional, or is that part of your secret sauce to the staying relevant in this game? Because we all know this game is really fickle.
Yeah, and I think it's just been a blessing because For You, you're absolutely right. There are adults now who might have been 10 years old when For You came out, and I've done some weddings where the bride is 30 or 35 and she's coming down the aisle, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, she knows who I am. From this song has really stood the test of time. I think it's about the quality of the song and the production, which kudos to Barry Eastman, who produced it, to Kenny Lerum, who wrote this song and arranged the song with Barry. And it was an authentic song. It was my friend Kenny's actual wedding song. We didn't sit down and contrive a wedding concept for that first album. People think that everything is all planned out and how they're going to get the consumer, but occasionally something authentic and very special happens that is just undeniable. The other way that I have been able to stay relevant, I think, is to continue to be a learner, to be open to the young producers and listen to other stuff outside of what I would traditionally listen to. I don't walk into the studio like, well, I'm Kenny Lattimore, and this is what I sound like, and this is who I am, and this is what you get. I go in sometimes and I'm like, okay, what's the sound? How is the cadence of it? This is the smooth, this is the, okay, now you're ready for me to put me on it. And it's like, yep, put you on it. But they kind of walk with me through the process because I come from an era where you had to prove that you could sing.
Yeah.
You had to flat-footed get out there and sing runs and power and finesse, which is a lot of, I think, what's missing. Somebody was asking me recently, what's different between the singers of today and the singers of yesteryear? And I think it's finesse. There are some singers that absolutely have it in this generation. Jasmine Sullivan, hands down, she's got finesse.
Yes.
There are others there that really do as well. I know I can name.
It's a lot, so many. I mean, I'm with you. Summer Walker. And shout out to, like I said, this kid Bryson Tiller. I've been listening to him, and I mean, there's a brother here that's got a new single out called Slide, but I've heard his ballads. I got to shout out this kid Marcus Allen. So the world, get ready, y'all. Marcus Allen, you heard it here first, but like you said, just the swag and just the whole vibe. And you call it singing? Growing up on the south side of Chicago, they call it singing. You got to be able to sing because there were singers and then folks that could sing. And
but the different things about it, like when you're finessing. Sometimes when I'm being produced by others of just this generation, they don't want to hear my vibrato as much. Where my vibrato was very signature on some of the lines. It's not that I take it out altogether because I can sing with or without the vibrato, but my vibrato is my natural signature. So there are times when it's like, oh, add your vibrato here, take it out there, and you just have to, take the direction and produce and do something different. So I think that's, the thing about staying relevant and being okay with the next generation.
I'm loving this, Kenny. This is like a master class. I feel like the Geno Jones Show master class with Kenny Lattimore. So that bravado, share that with my viewers and me, because I know what you meant, but I never heard that term used that way. So I'm sure some of your fans they know it when they hear it. But if you were in the barbershop with the fellas in the beauty salon with the sisters, they say, what is bravado, Kenny?
They would call it trill. like when your voice does the ah, you can hear that. And a lot of times in today's production, they don't want any vibrato at all. They want it to just be straight like this as opposed to like this. That's the difference.
I'm telling you, this is a master class. You ought to know. You knew Kenny was coming on, but you didn't know you were going to get a master class in singing and singing. Now, everybody don't try that at home because you mess around and rip up your throat and everything, and bust your tonsils. Some of y'all, no, just leave that part alone. Listen, along with the music, you got so much going on. I just want to congratulate you, man, on your beautiful, your queen, yes. Judge Faith. Big fan, including my mother. My mother's like, I love her. She's pretty, got that baby face, but she'll get you straight. She'll get you told if you come in her court with some foolishness.
Right. I love it, right?
And you all, you made the announcement on social media. Congratulations. Soon a brand new baby. And listen, I'm not in your business. I ain't in your bedroom. But when I saw that video, I was like, I wonder was that in the background, because that was just one of them, that'll do it. I ain't mean to make you blush, but I'm just saying. As a matter of fact, my queen might not even let me play it around her. She'd be like, no, what you not gonna do? I see, our baby is 21, so she's like, game over. She like Serena, retired, I'm out of this game.
Right. I love it. It's like a new beginning, it's it makes me feel really great because it just adds another detail to my life that I can sing about, that another reason to live, another reason to keep discovering purpose and depth to who I am as a person, another reason to treat people kind, and to help other people dream and pursue their vision. When I see a child, all of those things are in it, because I know it's a cliche that the children are the future, but they really are. And it makes me think about a new life and the potential that life can have on this entire world. You don't know. So,
well, I'm just gonna share this with you, brother. I'm blessed to be. I'm a girl dad. I got 2 daughters, and the greatest.
That's what I want next.
Hey man, listen.
I got my prince. I got my son. But
great. Well, look, man. Real talk. The greatest gift that God has given me is the gift of being a dad. It's the greatest responsibility, but it's the greatest gift that you could receive. So I'm really happy and excited for you. Do you guys know the gender? Are you guys gonna do a gender reveal? You gonna release it on social media? Or what are you gonna do with that?
Once I'm on the road now. When I get back, I think we'll have another appointment where they tell you. Beautiful. And then after that, we'll make a decision whether we'll actually do a public gender reveal or what have you. Well, I'm sure there's going to be some kind of gender reveal at some point.
But, eventually.
Yeah. But in terms of that, celebrating the gender or what have you, we haven't made a decision about it yet. But I'm open. I think this is such a great thing because it's a completely different experience. We didn't have social media when my son was born.
Yeah.
So I'm just open to all of those things, actually.
Good. How old is your son now?
He's 19, so it's a whole different thing. It's almost like he's gonna be Uncle KJ.
Yeah,
baby.
Well, it's funny. My daughters are like 15 years apart. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the baby girl was like the best preventive pregnancy that medicine, because she would have to wake up and comb her hair, get her ready for school. She's like, I never want to have any children, and she still don't have any kids.
Oh my goodness, that is funny. That is super funny.
So before I lose your live shot, you're out on tour. Give us some details on that, and let everybody know where they can follow you on social media and download your singles, the album, and everything else that you got going on.
Absolutely. Actually, everything all encompassing is at KennyLattimore.com. My social media handles, everything. If you go to KennyLattimore.com, you can click around. You can see tour and appearance dates, see videos. You can see my bio, pictures. There's all kinds of stuff about my history. And but just in case you're just like, I just wanted your Instagram. Why didn't you just give me your Instagram? At Kenny Lattimore. I just wanted the Facebook. I don't do Instagram. official Kenny Lattimore.
TikTok. I love it. I love it. So, are you on tour now? You are jumping on tour? You just doing spot dates or what?
I'm just doing select appearances right now. I really was looking forward to touring this year, and I'm so glad I didn't. Now, in hindsight, because of the baby and the news, it was just a lot going on. But I am expected to tour next year. Okay. Hopefully, early next year we'll start. There have been some other amazing acts that we've been hoping to go out on the road together. So now it's just about the right planning. The promoters are in line who want Kenny Lattimore on the road. So it's a blessing. What a blessing to have people want you somewhere. So now it's just a matter of all of the pieces to the puzzle fitting together that makes sense. It's going to be tough because after having the baby, I want to really wait until we have the baby before I commit to really being in a long tour, just for expectation's sake, and just making sure I don't miss a tremendous amount of moments. Being in the career that I'm in, there are things I know I'm going to miss, and I have to be okay with it. But as little that I can miss, the better.
Well, listen, man. I know I got a lot of prayer warriors watching, like my mom. So the prayer warriors are putting you all on the prayer list and lifting you guys up in prayer. Listen, I want to thank you. Now, for those who are watching and you pick up this brother's spirit and his frequency, as the kids say, or his vibe, spirit is energy. And I've had the honor to have a conversation with him on different radio shows in different cities. And the same spirit, the same vibe, the same energy, the same frequency that you see on camera is what you get off camera. He's just one of the really just a nice brother. Some people are just nice, and it's like when they walk in the room lights up, because there's some people that walk in the room and it's like an eclipse and the room gets dark.
Well, that is a great compliment. I appreciate it. And I forgot one thing. Here to Stay is on all digital platforms, and I think you can get a physical CD still. If you have a CD player, you can get from like Amazon. You can get a physical copy, because I've had some copies made specifically for that. I don't want anybody to miss out on what's happening new, particularly musically, because it really comes from my heart, and I appreciate the compliments you've given. I authentically want to be that person that is sincere, and there's a light in this world. I love that. When I'm gone from this earth, I want people to remember that I was some kind of light. I wasn't just a passerby, but I participated, loved hard, played hard, and gave hard. So, that's me.
Listen, brother, you've got a permanent home on the Geno Jones Show. Anytime that you got anything you want to promote, or you just want to talk about the game or whatever, we want to talk about our queens, being a dad. Hey, let's come on. We can have that conversation, because you got a permanent home. I want to thank you, man. May God continue to bless you, your beautiful queen, and the brand new.
And I should say, blessings to my wife, who has been such a trooper during this time period, because I've really been on the road quite a bit these last few weeks. And even going through the pregnancy is not an easy thing. She's got to carry that load while I'm on the road. So love to thank you.
We lift all up in prayer. Thanks. We're about to watch Kenny's brand new video coming up. Take a dose. I'm just telling y'all, you'll see what I'm talking about. So once again, man, you got a permanent home. So I can't wait for you to come back on this show. Thanks again, my brother.
Appreciate you.
Have a great Labor Day holiday. Kenny Lattimore. He really is one of the nicest brothers. I'm telling you, I met him when his album first came out. The album that came out in 1996 with Never Too Busy and For You. Had a chance to interview him on a couple different radio stations. All right, listen, thank you for letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless each and every one of you, and you. And God, most of all, thank you for letting me do the Geno Show, and for having my mother, my man Groove Master Dre, say, hey, we can't hear you. All right. Shout out to Markel Bailey, the official barber and hairstylist for the Geno Jones Show. He's on Instagram. Check him out. Kel be cutting up. And the Drip Director, my wardrobe consultant, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show. One, Alexandria Jones. She's on Instagram. L like Lexi, X like extra, N like Nancy, C like Charlie, L like Larry, underscore is that dash at the bottom. LX.NCL underscore. So, the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show is going to be tomorrow, Friday. We're going to do a weekend review. I'm doing a weekend review show, even though we kick off the Labor Day holiday weekend. So watch me live. We're just going to have a lot of fun, and you're going to see a lot of beautiful, great new music. Speaking of great new music, oh, by the way, programming note, no live show on Monday, Memorial Day. I come back next Tuesday, September 6th. My guest, James Alexander from the Barcades, got a brand new song called Choosy Lover. So we're going to talk all about that. I leave you with the brand new video from Kenny Lattimore, Take a Dose. And after that, I'm going to leave you with the brand new video from my guest from yesterday's show, my man, Shice DiBiase. You don't want to miss that. That one is incredible. Also, Shining Star. So I leave you with a shining star. Shout out to Serena and Venus. Speaking of shining stars, they are about to play right now. So I'm going to check that out. But first, I want you to check out Mr. Kenny Lattimore's new video, Take a Dose. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you live tomorrow, right here, 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Girl, I know you're going through something. Just tell me.
I'm tired. I don't feel loved. He doesn't even make me feel beautiful anymore. I'm just starting to feel like love is overrated. Girl, I don't know what to do.
I've been exactly where you are. It's this place. It helped me, and I just know it'll help you.
Ladies, welcome to The Cure.
Hi, and welcome to The Cure. Everything's gonna be okay. Shyla's gonna take you back and get you prepped for your experience.
Follow me, ladies.
You have chosen the Lattimore experience.
Sometimes it's hard to describe your love, yeah, 'cause it's one of one. You show me new ways to be emotional, and it feels so good. You and me, I'm your king and my queen, so heavenly. You get all of me, never gotta question my intentions. My heart is always open, I'll listen. This could be so simple, make you believe your soul can't feel no better. I'ma show you, baby, show you in so many ways. Be patient, there's a million things that can hurt you. Let me be your forever medicine. Take a dose, I'll cure you. You ain't gotta love, my love get you high. Take a dose, I'll heal you. You ain't gotta love, my love get you high. Take a dose, I'll heal you. My love come alive for you. Forever in your life, I do. Your love make me recharge, and it's free of charge. Every night a bedroom for two. I'm the star, but girl, you got that glow. To me, all your flaws are beautiful, baby, just bring it closer. Always do me right, so tonight I'm all in your aura. Say my name, won't ignore you, I adore you. We ain't never gotta make up like Sephora, 'cause I'm in tune. I'm your protector, I'll pray for you. Now I gotta bless you. There's a million things that can hurt you. Let me be your dose, I'll kill you. You ain't gotta lie, I'll get you high. Take a dose, I'll cure you. You ain't gotta lie. Take a dose and I'll heal you. You ain't gotta lie. Take a dose, I'll cure you. You ain't gotta lie. I'll get you high. Take a dose, I'll heal you. I can cure you. I can heal you. I can cure you. I can cure you. I can heal you. I can cure you.
Amazing.
I can heal you. I can cure you.
and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.